how flexible should your standards be as a woman or a man? How flexible do you think they should be? Because I think
When you know you, when you know who you are, when you know what you deserve, when you
yeah,
know your worth, when you know what you can bring to the table, then you can set some expectations on what your partner can bring and what type of man you gonna date and what type of. But you gotta know you first. You can't just have all these expectations and requirements, but then when we come to the table, we don't even have no crackers.
cracks. Golly.
You
Hey,
don't even have no
God,
crackers.
no,
You
what?
want the world from this
Yeah.
man, but you don't have no
Good
crackers.
gracious, crackers.
We
That's,
trying to eat.
yeah, we trying to eat. We are trying to eat. Hey guys, it's Johnny from No Cap Just Hats. I'm here today with a guest. Introduce yourself.
I am Michaela, um, that are known as Mickey by my close friends and family. If you call me Mickey, that means you really know me.
For sure, for sure.
Born and raised in Memphis. A little bit about me.
Okay, okay. So, tell me, what does Mickey do in her off time when she's off work, when she's, you know, uh, on vacation or whatever? Tell me, what is Mickey like then?
Just on a typical, off day, I like to, go to a couple home stores. Home Goods is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
They get their shipment on Wednesday.
You know for sure. You already know. Oh,
so,
yeah.
so I'm gonna go to Home Goods. I'm gonna be, looking for new things for my house. Um, doing things I
Oh
enjoy
yeah,
to do as far as like making sure that I do a little shopping.
for sure,
So I
for
like to
sure,
shop.
for sure. Spending money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like to travel.
Okay.
I enjoy spas.
Oh yeah.
So to relax. Um, just anything that bring a peace of mind.
I still got a spa certificate I ain't used yet.
Really?
I just gotta find the time to go use it.
Which spa?
Just goals.
Oh yeah, you need to ask for Ronnie. Ask
I
for Ronnie, y'all.
mean, hey, Ronnie just got a shout out. Huh? I got a falls that I still ain't used that joke. Yeah, I need to.
Make sure you go to Poplar and Highland.
Probably okay. I know. Okay.
He's amazing. There's some amazing ladies there too.
Yeah, because I just don't feel comfortable letting a dude massage my back and everything. Like,
I respect it.
I just.
But he got some magical hands. I respect it.
I take your word for it, but I had to get like a Samantha or something, or Michelle or something.
There's an older lady there. I don't know her name, but she's really good too.
Okay, okay, all right. I'm gonna take your word on it. So I heard you say you like to travel, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what's your favorite place to go travel?
U.S. wise, I would say Miami.
Okay.
It's always a good time in Miami. I enjoy the scenery.
Okay.
I enjoy, finding different things to do there. So I've been to Miami several times. It's a
Several
place that I
times.
don't get tired of going.
No, I've never been to Miami.
You gotta go.
I've never been to Miami. Like, yeah,
Go.
I definitely gotta go. I definitely gotta go. So why you like Miami so much?
I mean, I just have different experiences every time I go. I've stayed, like on the South Beach side. There's a lot of action there, and then I've stayed like Fontaine Blue. I'm not sure what they call this side, but it's a little bit more, it's more quiet, more relaxing. Um, I mean, I just like Miami.
Okay.
It's just a good time. It's a place you can go and just, the wind be blowing. It just feel good.
Just a vibe, huh?
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Okay.
As far as my favorite thing to do is to travel outside the U.S.
Okay.
To see, different cultures and just be able to see, different places.
I'm with you on that. So That's why I do most of my traveling too, like outside the U.S. Recently, I really just started like traveling like within the U.S. I think this year was like the most I've been outside as far as traveling. So I went to like 4 different spots this year. So I really enjoy it. Like I don't see how people have starting to have more and more kids as they start to get outside, and then you got to find babysitters and everything like that. It's just like this the most I've I've been outside this entire time. So yeah, I've really enjoyed it a lot, right? Um, but so let me ask you this though. I'm glad you're on the show, right? Because you
I'm
give
happy
a
to be here.
yeah, you give us a perspective that only a woman can give, right? So tell me this, right? When it comes to relationships between men and women, um, should the person that makes the most money in a relationship, right, pay for the majority of the bills or the dates?
Well, Johnny, I think that's subjective.
Okay, okay.
I think that it just depends on the dynamic of the relationship. It depends on what those two people have agreed upon. You got different situations where you have some men that make enough money to take care of everything, and so the woman doesn't have to do much when it comes to finance in the
Mhm.
home, or they don't have to do anything.
Mhm.
Then you have situations where you know people do things as a team.
Mhm.
They come together, so their money is in one book. Then you have situations where somebody's making more money than the other person, and they doing things separate, and it's like your turn, my turn. So that's a hard question to answer.
Okay, so in thinking of it in this terms, right, of this aspect, right? Okay, let's say you make more money, right?
Hmm.
All right, you making more money, and y'all on a date, right? He still make more than me. He still make money, but you make more money. When y'all sitting together at that table, and the check comes out,
Hmm.
who you feel should pay for that check, right?
So I'm gonna just take myself out the equation.
Take yourself out of the equation. Let's
I'm
say
take myself out.
a woman that's making more money, right? And
Okay.
and who
These
you
people are just dating.
they- they're just dating.
These people are
What?
just
Well,
dating.
yeah, it's a relationship. So they can be dating, they can be married. I mean, whatever. It's a relationship.
Well, like I said, it's subjective because it depends on the way things are set up within the relationship and what you've agreed upon with your partner. I would never, me myself personally, I would never probably be in that situation where we had to make a decision about who was gonna pick it up or not.
Yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
depends on the understanding that you got with your person. So who should pick it up? Should the woman pick it up? Should the man pick it up? If you're making more money, taking myself out this equation, but if you're making more money, you're in a position to pay for it. This person is not. They may be struggling. They may not be making enough money. Then there's nothing wrong with you picking it up.
Okay. Okay. So for me, right, I always been like kind of old school. So in my opinion, let's say even if the woman's making more money than me, right,
Mhm.
I feel like I should be the one to pay for it, right? Because
Why you
regardless,
feel that way, Johnny?
I'm just old school like that. Like granddad raised me that way. You know what I'm saying? A man's supposed to be the protector,
Mhm.
provider, take care of his woman or whatever, right?
Okay.
So for me, in my opinion, regardless, like your job is to lead in everything you can, right? So lead in paying the bill, lead in paying for the dates until you can't do it, right? So you're trying to pay all the bills you can until you need help from her, right? You know what I mean? But I do think, let's say, even if you're paying most of the bills and the dates, I think it's when the teamwork come in where um, y'all supposed to be trying to save together, build together, right?
Mhm.
But as far as like, we out on a date, I'm trying to pay the bulk of the bills, and we're going out on dates. That's what I'm doing, right?
Mhm.
So, because I feel like this, let's say we're at the table, right? And I don't want to look like, even if my woman is making more money than me, I won't want it to look like that where somebody can tell that she's making more money than me, right? So if I'm at the table and the waiter come by and they give her the check, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I don't care if she's making more money than me or not, right? Like why are you giving her the check?
Well, Johnny, I think that's when the male ego comes into play.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay to have a meal. You go.
Yeah,
I mean, so that's all right.
I think that's more of an ego concern. Um, I mean, if that's your partner and she love you for you, she making more money than you, she can do it. You're not able to do it right now. She your partner. That doesn't mean that you won't be able to do it. The roles may switch. She may lose her job and you may get a promotion and then you may start to make more money than her. And then you may be the person picking up the check every time. Or something may happen where someone may get sick. She may can't work no more. It may be all on you. So I think, over time, like especially, you talked about being old school. So I'm sure, if you were to sit down and maybe also, sorry about that, going backwards. Also, I think that being old school and living in today's world, not saying that it doesn't matter to be old school because it does, it's the root of things,
Okay.
but things have changed so much. Like, if you look at probably the way your grandparents live versus how you live, you know,
Yeah.
it's totally different. It's taking these days. It's taking the average, the average man. I'm talking about the average man. I'm not
Okay.
talking about the man that's making 100,000 and more.
Okay.
The average man is not able to do all of this alone.
Okay. I, I agree with that. I agree with that. Right.
And women are, women are not moving the same way they moved, years ago,
I agree with that.
centuries ago.
I agree with that. So, all right. So this is the thing though. So in a relationship now, like you said, times have changed, right? We're not in modern times anymore. The way things used to be as far as dating, relationship, roles have changed. The power dynamic in relationship has changed, right? All
And I
right.
bet the mindset has to change.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said, well, it depends though, like, right? Because let's be honest. Even you growing up from a child, you always wanted that knight in shining armor, right?
Mhm.
So I mean, that hasn't changed. I mean, so I mean, that's the same thing. Look how old that way of thinking is. But everybody want to be swept off their feet, right? That woman wants to be swept off their feet, and they want that man that's gonna come in, on that horse and save the day, right? So I get what you're saying at the same time too, that you're willing to compromise, and like I said, there's a lot of women that's not willing to compromise.
Yeah, that's why it depends. That's why I said it's subjective because it depends on the person that you're dealing with.
For
It
sure,
depends on, type of character that woman has, the type of character that man has.
for sure.
Everybody, like some people can be together, but they're not an actual team. It doesn't mean that they're not good for each other.
Hmm.
They're just not, they don't operate on a team mindset. A team is like one band, one sound.
I agree with that. But let me ask you this though. All right, so let's say you're in a relationship, right? You're making more money than a man, right? On that, in that situation, are you willing to tolerate a whole lot of the things that uh, you probably would tolerate if you was making less money than him, versus if you making more money than him? How much stream does that man has to make mistakes, to um, fall and get back up again before you say, you know what, that's it, it's not working for me, right? How long is that stream? Because if you're making this type of money, in my mind, I'm believing that, hey, you already know, okay, I really don't need him. So that kind of that plays a part, right?
Mhm.
So with if you making more money than the man, do you give him that same leeway you would give him if he was making more money than you?
don't think for me money doesn't make me.
Okay.
So, I've been to a point in my life where I didn't make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I've been to a point in my life where I made a lot of money, but I still have remained to be me. I know what I'm capable of doing.
Yeah.
So my patience gonna stay the same. Whether I got money or I don't.
Yeah. I got it. I got it.
I still stand on what I stand on.
Okay. Okay.
So, money is something that, you can have it today and it's gone tomorrow. Or you can go get some more.
Yeah.
If you run out. They're not gonna stop printing.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
So,
true.
But
what about the average woman though?
The average woman, it just depends. Like I said, it all depends on the character of the person. So you do it. I personally know women that are in a situation where they make more money than a man and they talk down to the man. They don't have as much respect for him. They're not, I wouldn't consider them to be bad women, but it's just like it gives them a sense of power that they abuse. So there are people that do that, and then there's also people that, they're comfortable with the fact that I make more money than you. I love you. In most cases that I know personally, like it's always been the man that has helped the woman even get to where she's at. Sometimes she ends up, on top. She ends up making more money, but it was that man that backed her up, that helped support her. Maybe supported her through school, or maybe supported her through a dream that she had or a business that she wanted to open, or and then she ends up and she gets out there. It's women, we have a way of being able to succeed if we apply ourselves. It's always physical attraction. It's easier for a woman to get out there and sell herself than it is for a man.
That's for sure.
So when you open a business, if I open the business and you open the business,
yeah,
or if I'm the face of your
yes,
business,
yeah,
I may be able to draw in more people than you can.
that is definitely true.
So it's just different. It's different people, different characteristics, different personalities, different mindsets. Um, but I do know that some women do. The more money they make, the more powerful they feel, and they start to take on those masculine roles.
So so I'm glad you spoke on that, right? Your experience with knowing women that actually uh, have less respect for their their mates when they make less money than them, right? So, guess my question is, why do you think that is? That when the shoe is on the other foot, that man can put that woman on the pedestal, right? Wine and dine, and I'm not saying all men do this, right? 'Cause I'm sure some men out there that they're disrespects their woman based on uh, the power dynamic, based on how much money they make too, right? But when that shoe is on the other foot, why do you think that women tend to navigate to that same behavior?
As far as like the power,
Yeah. As far as like looking down upon them, disrespecting them.
I think that like you said, back you know, looking at old times,
Okay.
you know, it's been embedded in us that a man takes care of his family. So that's what's been embedded in us. Although things have changed, um, with the economy and just what it takes to survive.
Yeah.
Um, I think that some women, if they're not in the right mindset, they tend to lose respect because it's like I'm out here working hard, I'm out here, putting in more hours than you, or I'm staying up later nights than you. I'm missing sleep. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like we got the same 24 hours in a day. Why am I able to make this happen, but you can't think of anything creative, or you can't think of anything that you can do to bring in more income? And especially if the woman doesn't see growth within the man. I think, as the prices rise and as um, we're going through all these different things with the economy. I think that, you're starting to see people become more creative. So it just depends. I think that maybe some women lose respect. They lose respect because it's like, what you doing with your time, or why are you not being creative, or why don't you have the ambition I have, or I think that if a woman is making more than a man, but she see the ambition, if she the right type of woman, we got some women out here that's not the right type of woman.
Hey, I know it, cause look, a lot of these folks out here, OnlyFans is like taking over. OnlyFans creating a whole lot of millionaires. OnlyFans, OnlyFeet, and I ain't hating on it. OnlyFeet too. You ever heard of OnlyFeet? I thought about doing OnlyFeet, man.
What is that?
That's when you take pictures of your feet, you upload them to a website, and they pay you for your foot pic.
It's like some foot fetish.
Yeah, something like that. So I've been thinking about it. I ain't gonna lie to you, because I'm hearing folks making $10,000 a picture and stuff like that. I mean, I put syrup on my feet, whatever you need, and I just just set it up there. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they got men on there, but I'll be on there. I ain't gonna. You know, man. You seen my feet? I mean, look, I'm telling you, look, you might see a little hair on my toes or something. You might like something. I like that. I don't know, but well, I'm down for it. But so this is my thing though. What? Okay, so if the woman making more money than the man, but the man making less money, and like you said, the woman may be looking down on the man or whatever, or maybe disrespecting him. That's the wrong type of woman. Yeah, agreed, right? But
because the right mindset, the woman with the right mindset is going to know that things could change at any time.
Yeah, for sure.
There may come a time that he make double, triple what you make.
For sure.
And then the roles may switch. So in a relationship, if that's who you have agreed to partner with, and that's your person, that's your soulmate, or whatever the case you may want to call it, you should know that at any time things could change.
Agreed.
So you can't get too full of yourself.
Agreed. But this is my question though. What's the value of a man? Let's say he's only making, say he only making 45,000 a year, right? Mm-hmm. What's that value of that man making 45,000 a year, but he's faithful? Like he's gonna come on, he gonna do everything he's supposed to do. He's gonna be doing all the yard stuff. He's gonna be, whenever he can help out the kids. He may be working a whole lot of hours, more hours than a woman, even though she makes more money. But how do you think those women place value on a man that's making less money than them?
How much she making?
Let's say she's making 6 figures, right? Let's say he makes 6 figures, he's making 45. All right. How much value is that man worth to her that he's not going out all the time? He's faithful. You think she'll value that more, or you think she's gonna value still trying to find somebody that's making more money than her? And and the one that makes 6 figures, he may not be faithful. He may not put her, first. Now I know what you would say, because I already know you're gonna say. I already know I can already tell you're gonna say, well, you'll put value in that man being faithful, making it 45. But most women, what you think they would?
Well, I'm gonna speak to both of
you. Okay, that's what I want to hear.
I think that I think it's priceless. Some things in life are priceless.
For sure.
And women, that have standards and stand on something, that's what they value in a man. They value loyalty, they value honesty. Because I can help you make some more money.
Okay, what if your standards are you gotta be 6'2", make $100,000 over $100,000?
See, that's where a lot of women go wrong. That's a lot of single women.
Yeah, look.
That's not gonna always your package not gonna always come. It's not Build-A-Bear.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna always come that way.
Hey, I hear so many stories about just their standards. That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
They Build-A-Bear that you're talking about.
It's not gonna, it's not always gonna come that way. I think it's priceless. When you get the opportunity to experience someone who's going to treat you right, it creates a whole new glow.
Okay.
The money to me is material. It's gonna come. Because if he's all of that you just described, then eventually he's gonna put himself in a place where he's going to he's going to make more money. He
Yeah.
may not start when you first met him, and if that's what you accepted when you first met him, if you knew that you were a six-figure woman and he was making 45,000, and that's what you accepted, then yeah. Now the average woman in today's world, no,
That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear about right
no,
there.
no.
Why is it no though? Why is it no?
It's no because social media.
Mm.
Social media has a huge influence and impact on people. What love is. Um, yeah, it's a no. You can't get on no yachts with 45.
Look, and you know what though? But you know what though? That's a good point you bring up too, because social media do be selling dreams though, right?
It's their dream.
They be selling dreams, right? You be seeing folks on yachts, you be seeing folks uh, in these luxury cars.
Mm-hmm.
You know them in real life though, you be like, wait a minute, you must got a twin. Cause your twin don't live like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, uh, that's real talk though. That is real talk though. Like they be selling their dreams because, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why a lot of men today, man, um, can feel insecure. And it's a lot of guys right now, it's just weird based on today's standards. Like when I was coming up, you know, everything was like face to face. The most you might would have done was like write a little letter or something, give it to her or something like that. But mostly face to face.
Yeah.
You talk to a girl, like you might see at a gas station, you're gonna talk to her. You might want to go up to a pump of gas or something, right? You might see a girl at the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like,
yeah, you don't have to do that anymore. All you gotta do is, and then it's like you get to pick what you want. You don't even have to. you just be like 5'2", long hair, light skin.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I guess it's pros and cons to it. But
it's definitely changed. It's changed the world of how people date, how people interact with each other.
For sure.
On in some ways, it's done a great job. It's helped grow people's business. It's helped. You got all these different, like, you get on there and you just want an idea for your home, or you want, it's right there. It's at the touch of your finger. So
yeah,
technology is a good thing, but it can be used in the wrong ways. And I think as a society, I'm very thankful not to be in the dating world. I don't want to be a part of the dating world.
I want to know where to start. I'm be honest with you, like,
I would be lost.
Like, I want to know where to start. Like, I think I could adapt fast, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know what to. Yeah. I would adapt fast, but it's just like it'll be like just so weird because like I said, I went to Vegas a couple years back, and I'm talkative. I can just meet people. You know what I mean? So me and some guys were hanging out, and we were just talking, to random people. And the more I talked to people, the more weirder I realized people were. Like, and then like somebody else was talking to me, and they be like, "Oh man, you got a really cool vibe. Like, where you from?" Like, it's just regular. Like, this just I ain't trying to impress you. I ain't trying to say it. I'm just being myself regular. And then you got these folks over here with cones or whatever that you see trying their hardest to impress, and I'm like, this is really weird. Like some of the things I see that I would see a man or woman do now, I'd be like, man, bro, if I wasn't, single, I wouldn't be like that because I'm like, to me, that's weird. But like, it's so, like I said, it's so common. I just like, I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't even put myself out like that to be like, to me, if I can't get this person, I'm just gonna move on to the next, right? Like, keep trying. You got these folks over here doing all type of weird stuff. You know what I mean? They over here going to take out a loan to buy you this car. I know I ain't got your number yet, but let me go ahead and what you say you want it. You know what I mean? It's just
conversation has definitely moved to like, what you do?
Yeah. That's
Like
that's first time.
my name Michaela. What you do?
Yeah. Before they know they want to talk to you in full, they want to know what's okay. They want to know exactly what kind of money you make. Want to know? Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like question number one.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's weird. Like get to know me on another level first. Like you know what I mean. Try to find out about me as a person first. You know what I mean. Let's try to vibe like that. Like don't make me feel like I ain't. Of course you auditioning right, but don't make me feel like I'm auditioning not based on me, you know, as a person, but me and what I can provide and what I can give, right? So, but yeah, that's definitely what's going on at this day and time. It's kind of weird, but
that's the number one question. Hi, I'm Johnny. What do you do?
I know, right? Right? Now everybody a pilot. Hey, I'm a pilot. Like just saying anything, you know what I mean? Like,
and it's almost like you gotta prove yourself when you're making a conversation, not just like in the dating world, but just like in just interactions.
Just networking with people. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you have to almost like you gotta sell yourself when you're introducing yourself. Because it's like if I find out that you're not speaking on a certain level or you don't have like something going on, I don't even want to talk to you.
Okay, yeah. Makes it. Yeah. It does make sense though. I get what you're saying though, because you do want to meet like-minded individuals. I do get what you're saying. There's
nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
The company that you keep has a lot to do with who you are.
Yeah.
So there's nothing wrong with wanting to be around like-minded individuals. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be around a better group of people or have a better group of friends.
You're right. You're right. Cause don't come around me with that dumb stuff. Cause I'm calling the cops. You hear me? Like don't come around me with that. Like, I'm too old for it. I'm too old for it. Look.
They call it the 12 now.
Man, well, whatever.
I'm calling it 12.
Whatever. You call it the 12, the ninja. You can call it whatever you want to call it. Like you come around me with that. You know what I'm saying? 911. This man trying to get me to steal a Kia. Like, come get this man now. Like, get him right now for real. Like, I don't care. I don't care about that, man. I don't care. I'm too old to be cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to be cool. You do something in front of me? Yeah. Get ready.
It gets that you come across that place in life too, where you know you're too old to be cool.
Yeah, too old.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to prove at this point.
Yeah.
Like
me neither.
I ain't got nothing to prove. Like either you like me or you don't. Like and I ain't
you don't
even
have to.
Yeah, exactly. Like
all right.
Yeah, come keep moving on. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody's cup of tea.
Look, I'm gonna keep moving on. It is just that's just how it is, you know. Yeah. But like I said, it was some good stuff you just said, really real talk, because yeah, some good stuff. But going back to what we were talking about at first though. Having that power dynamic in a relationship, do you think that person should have the final word in making decisions?
No, I don't. I don't think money should make people,
Mm-hmm.
because it's so, like I said, you know, it just comes and goes. I mean, it's millionaires, billionaires that hit rough times, or you know, once was a millionaire and not a millionaire no more. So money shouldn't make you as a person.
No, but I'm saying if you make more money in a relationship,
it doesn't mean that I should make the decision because I make more money.
You don't think she give you the final say though?
I don't think so.
I'm kind of on the fence on that. Right?
It depends on what we're making a decision about. Are we making a decision about spending some money?
If finances,
we just making a decision about where we're gonna go eat.
Well, definitely. Well, I mean, it could be both. I mean, but
I don't have to disrespect you because I make more money.
Yeah. That is true, but like I'm saying though, but that's the dilemma, right? Because think about it, just like you said, you got the friends making more money than the guy. Let's say the guy saying, "I bet we're not gonna go with that plan because that's not the best way he fit." She might say, "You don't do nothing around here. You don't pay no bills around here. How you gonna tell me what I should do?" Then what?
But
So that's what I'm going to it though.
it goes back, Johnny. It goes back to you accepted that man. You knew that man only made 45,000. You accepted it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
So why did you accept it and then now you make more money than him? So now it's like I run the show because I make more money than you. You decided to be with somebody that made less than you.
Yeah, and like I said, I agree that it shouldn't.
That's probably gonna be the reaction.
Yeah, exactly. I know this is gonna be the reaction.
That's
Like,
gonna be the reaction,
yeah,
but I think that goes back to what kind of person are you?
yeah.
Because you got some women that's not even gonna date a man that make 45,000. It's just not on their level.
Do you think that's a problem?
That's not a problem.
All right, so let's say
That's just like a man saying I like I like skinny women. I don't like big women. So if he decides that I only want to date skinny women, then it's skinny women. He's not gonna date a big woman.
so what if this a 99% dude, but just because he made less money, like that's what I'm saying. Like, how flexible should your standards be as a woman or a man? How flexible do you think they should be? Because I think,
When you know you, when you know who you are, when you know what you deserve, when you
yeah,
know your worth, when you know what you can bring to the table, then you can set some expectations on what your partner can bring and what type of man you're gonna date and what type of but you gotta know you first. You can't just have all these expectations and requirements, but then, when we come to the table, you don't even have no crackers.
cracks.
You
Golly.
don't
Yeah,
even have no
yeah,
crackers.
what?
You want the world from this
Yeah,
man, but you don't have no
good
crackers.
gracious, crackers.
We
That's,
trying to eat.
yeah, we trying to eat. We are trying to eat. Like, but I want some. But if I was saying I want somebody that can make it off some crackers though. You know what I'm saying? I want
Yeah,
somebody that can make it off a little soup,
yeah.
what little melted ice or something. You know what I'm
I
saying?
think the expectations grow when you learn you. When you learn you and you learn what you worth, you learn what you deserve, your expectations grow with you.
Yeah,
Therefore, you don't settle.
agreed.
It don't just have to be with money. I know we focusing more on
Yeah,
like the money in a relationship, but I just think, the more you learn yourself and you learn your worth, the more your expectations grow.
and the reason why I focus more on money because I understand that you can fall in love with somebody, right? I understand that, but you also can fall out of love with somebody.
Love only goes so far.
Yeah, exactly. So, and that money part is really just the way life is set up is really what's going to take you um, over the edge, over that hump, to get you guys to that level that you're trying to accomplish, right? So, I don't think money is everything, but I'm saying it's a big part of everything. You know what I'm saying?
It causes divorces. You know, it causes a lot of disagreements. Um, but that's where being like minded has to come into play.
For sure, for sure.
Because we can not have no money and we can get a whole lot of money if we on the same path
Mm-hmm.
mentally.
Mm-hmm.
It just depends on where the couple is, like, what you standing on, what you capable of doing, what you've had. It's some people that never touched 100,000. They may think it's impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there's some people that's done touched it and then then fell off of it and came back to it. So they know
No blueprint. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So money shouldn't break or make a relationship, but it does
For sure.
in a lot of situations. But that goes back to knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing what you're capable of doing.
So taking money out of the situation, right? What do you think is the determining factor in making or breaking a relationship?
Trust.
Trust. That's a good answer. Trust.
Yeah. I ain't have to think about
Yeah,
it.
look, I see. I like. I see. I see. So for me, I've always said toleration, right?
Mhm.
being able to tolerate that person, right? Like it's because once again, a person can fall in and out of love in time, right? But what, to me, in my opinion, what keeps that relationship moving forward 10, 15, 20, 30 years, to me, it got to be toleration.
Toleration is very
Yeah,
important
yeah,
too.
yeah, yeah. But I trust as well.
Yeah,
Tr- tr-
trust takes relationships a long way because when you trust your person, it's almost saying like I give you my life and I trust you with it. I trust that we're gonna be able to get through this. I trust that we're gonna be able to make more money. We're gonna be able to set these goals. We're gonna achieve them. I trust you. I trust you with my life.
yeah, yeah.
So it pretty much it carries you a long way to be able to trust somebody.
That's a big
I
ask
mean, you
right
do that in
there.
any relationship,
Yeah, yeah,
friendship, you know, intimate relationship. I mean, trust is it's big.
that's for sure. You definitely right about that.
Yeah.
Definitely right about that. I guess if I was to leave in the battle with a hat today, if you were to leave in the battle with a hat today, and we talk about hats on this show, it's basically advice, right? If you had to leave a hat of all the things, kind of summary of everything we've talked about. Since you're the guest, I want to let you leave that hat. What type of advice that you would leave uh, to the viewers watching this?
I would say, if you're in a relationship, um, trust your person if that's who you've chosen. If you feel like you can do better, if you know your self worth and what you're getting is less, then make a decision that benefits you.
For sure,
You
for
always
sure.
have to take care of yourself first so that you can be better to the next person.
Mm-hmm.
If you are a woman and you're making more money, but you've accepted a man in your life that's making less money, then that's what you chose. So you need to be held accountable. So there's no need to be, disrespectful or, talk down on that man or make him feel any less because that's who you chose.
For sure.
Um, if you've outgrown that man, and you've done everything that you could do to try to get him to grow with you, but he's just lazy and he not doing it, then you gotta make a choice, sis. Because you got situations like that.
Yeah, you
It
do.
just
You do.
depends. I don't think money should make or break you as a person. I think that you should remain humble because anything can change at any time.
Mm-hmm.
We living in an environment that changes daily.
For sure.
Um, so I just say move with love, move with a good heart, keep a positive mindset, treat people the way you want to be treated.
Hey, that's that hat for today. Look,
Yeah.
you heard it here first. You heard it first. Hey, look, thanks everybody for tuning in. Look, subscribe, please subscribe, share, like. We love all you guys. We're gonna try to keep growing. Keep trying to give you guys great content. And peace out. Peace.